Welcome to episode 1, coin number 1. Just a quick synopsis of these 5 coins, which are definitely ancient in my opinion. and they have proven to be ghostly at that. And I have something quick to show you, but we're dealing with coin number 1 in this episode. A quick recap and cap of what my current opinions are, and that is 1 and possibly 2 are Greek coins. Number 3 is Byzantine. Number 4 is very, very likely Ptolemy, Egyptian. And number 5 is likely Roman. That's where we're at right now. So off to coin number 1, but first this. What? A magnet? What? It's kind of an ugly one. It's scary. Oh no. I'm going for you. No, no, please don't get me. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you. Ah! Oh, I missed. Ah, missed me. Oh, got me. Alas, it's magnetic. So, this is proof that the coins are playing a cruel joke on me. I should have known better than to make a statement like the coins are not magnetic when it's obvious that I did not check all 5 coins. I did check them in a pile, and I have to say, as far as magnetism goes, that the coin is number 1 is only got a little bit of something in it that's magnetic, such as iron, because, and we'll make this generally, that it was missed the first time around, and that magnet that I used is fairly strong. Got a really neat face here, bust with a helmet and a fan. Pock mark right there, I guess, which I didn't notice until I've been looking at these pictures over and over again. Some kind of braids, I believe these are. This guy's face, which in some of the lighting it looks a lot easier to see. I mean, you can see his mouth. Pretty nifty coin. It's a fairly thick planchet, about double the size of a dime. There aren't any legends that I can see. Likely somebody poked a punch right in his ear. This heraldic bird or eagle or whatever it is on the reverse is pretty nifty. One, I think it was not quite centered on the planchet, but it's a pretty good centering. For 2, he's carrying a staff. It's called something else, but I don't know what it's called. It's pretty discernible. It's got some kind of spike down here. There is a hand with something in it. It goes over here, right there, up. Helmet. Bill, maybe? There, another pock mark. Somebody stamped it good. Neat. There's other artifacts inside this, but I'm not really sure because of the way that this thing is so modeled. There's a lot of damage, and it's very worn for this side. I mean, I can't imagine there being all that detail in here. Could these be leaves? If it's true, it'd be really neat. Well, anyway, when I did the measurements on these coins, this one in particular, I realized that the one side and the other side weren't, the reverse and the adverse aren't lined up like they would be on a US coin, where if you flip it over, the figure is exactly up and down. But anyway, they size here was 1.7 centimeters or 17 millimeters. And the obverse was 2 when turned. And that's because of these points right here. And I think because of this bulge on this side, but that's not really that important. But it's a pretty good circular planchet. I think they did a good job. I'm amazed that they would put so much design into the reverse of this coin. Assuming that the process, when they do the minting, the bottom of the coin, when it's put down, is the hottest, has the longest time to be in the thing, because then they cap it. And then they pound on it. Now, I'm assuming that they do the rounded edges on the top die to make it easier to remove. But the back or bottom one, they usually get a fairly good smash, I would think, into the die. So maybe that's why they would put most designs on the back. This is a good example of showing the 2 centimeters of the obverse side, which you can see the face a little bit better in this shot. And the coin was just a little shy of 5 millimeters or 0.5 centimeters. As you can see, it fits neatly, but you can see also the helmet rise, also some serious dents, and how the porousness of the metal was. Coming in at 3.9 grams, I thought it was fairly hefty, and as far as a solid piece of copper would weigh about that much for that size. But with it now being magnetic, having some other metal in it, I'm not surprised that that's the case. And it's, well, because making bronze is essentially tin and copper, right? Mostly copper, and then some tin put in to sort of stiffen it up a bit, I think is what they did. So it's kind of fascinating to see that, they probably weren't smelting that good, so there probably was iron getting into these coins. So that makes me think that it's even further back, closer to the 650 BCE line for when they may have made these, which would definitely put it into those city-states. But I can't say, oh, this is Ionian or this is... I have none of that information. Don't quote me on that. A synopsis of the measurements. And of course, you saw the dramatic video of the magnetism. For the fun of it, I wanted the bust to stare at Roosevelt. It just seemed fitting. But anyway, you might notice they are very similar in size. The one piece being slightly smaller or less uniform anyway. Very similar. So there's some similarities between ancient Greece and the United States of America in 1976. So round up on coin 1. It weighs 3.9 grams. Its diameter is 17 millimeters to 20 millimeters, front or back. The Greek guy looks like a soldier or Greek soldier. You say that because of the helmet, mostly. Braids, maybe. There's a kingly bird with a staff and flame. I haven't seen any pictures of this or anything like it on the research that I've done on the web so far, but I'm sure there's something like it. And here's some observations. Pock marks in the center, averse and reverse, to see if it was real. It has squarish obverse, strong copper patina. No legends discernible that I can see anyway. The obverse reverse don't line up. The size is of a dime. Reverse diameter wider than the obverse. I already said that, didn't I? Reverse has other features. Yes, bronze is what I was thinking. A couple things that I thought were neat is the Isle of Sifnos is where ancient Greek started mining. And then, of course, the Romans took it over for gold and silver and such, maybe other things I don't know. And there was another mine, I think I've got this right, is Lavrion. I'd have to go and check it again, but there's a neat article on the Greek mining history if you ask your phone. And further, it is magnetic. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this coin number 1, episode 1. Leave a comment if you know all about it. I would love to get any kind of solid information, specifically if coins like this are magnetic. Take care. Bye-bye.